Okay, on that note, I'm also being joined on the broadcast by Mr. Karnal Singh, former ED director, with us as well. Mr. Singh, if you can hear me, big news coming in as we have this conversation. The arrest of Mehul Choksi has now officially been confirmed by Belgian authorities, who say that he's been provided access to, firstly, his counsel, and secondly, they've confirmed India's extradition requests. If you could perhaps in your assessment tell our viewers, Mr. Singh, what really will become the next steps for India?
The extradition process has basically two parts. The first part is the bureaucratic and political part, wherein it is decided whether the person would be extradited or not extradited. Because in that they see the dual criminality, they see whether the person should be extradited on all the various considerations. Now, in this case, since Belgium has arrested the person, that means the first process is over. Now, the second process is the judicial process. And in the judicial process, he would be given an opportunity. That means his advocates would be given an opportunity to represent them. The Belgium government itself will be fighting for us in their courts. That means their prosecutor would be there, supported by the Indian agencies, that is Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation. And then the judicial process, when it is over, then the person will be extradited to India.
Mr. Karnal Singh, in your assessment, sir, what really is the likelihood of that extradition really taking place at this point in time? You said that there will now be a judicial process, but in the past, Mehul Choksi's lawyers were able to convince courts in the Dominican Republic that he is undergoing treatment for blood cancer, and that is something that his lawyer maintains till date as an argument as to why Mehul Choksi cannot be extradited to India. Do you think that that argument is likely to hold up once again?
See, I don't feel that arguments will be so important in this particular case. In other case, there were certain other issues also. Now, the government has decided, their government has agreed to extradite him. Judicial process, I feel it will go in India's favor, because if you see the treaty itself, treaty says anyone who is not a citizen of Belgium can be extradited with this treaty. So it doesn't matter whether he is a citizen at the moment of Antigua or not. That will be immaterial in this particular case. That one. And other arguments which will they take, certainly our agencies will be able to counter it. We have better facilities even for the treatment of cancer here. We can take all those arguments, and I feel the zeal with which Indian agencies are working, they should be successful.
Mr. Karnal Singh, sir, in your experience, what are some of the roadblocks that you think may come up before the Indian agencies?
Can you repeat it?
What are some of the roadblocks, sir, that could possibly come up before the Indian agencies in this case, in your experience?
The roadblocks will be the argument. Number one is there is no dual criminality. That will be the first argument. But here in this case, if you see the evidences of which are available with Central Bureau of Investigation, which are available with the Enforcement Directorate, evidences are sufficient to discount this argument. Second argument, they will take certainly of the disease, the illness. I feel that argument could be countered because we have very good facilities in India for the treatment of the cancer itself. Third argument would be there about the jail conditions are not good, these things are not good. But I think that issue was raised in the Vijay Mallya case also in UK. But the Indian agencies had given the documentations to prove that we have a good jail facilities to keep a person in India. So I don't feel with these arguments, they will be able to hold Mehul Choksi in Belgium.
Mr. Singh, you've raised a pertinent point there as far as the Vijay Mallya case is also concerned, that usually it is conditions of Indian jails and other matters that are also raised before the courts. As far as Vijay Mallya is concerned, the case once again is now before the courts. Nirav Modi case is before the courts, and as you've pointed out, Mehul Choksi's case, because he's been arrested, will now become a judicial process in Belgium. So, do you think that there could be a difference in the way courts in Belgium approach this particular case vis-a-vis the extradition treaty that we have with the country versus how UK courts have dealt with, say, a Vijay Mallya or a Nirav Modi?
See, even if you see Vijay Mallya case in UK courts, see, their highest court has decided that Vijay Mallya should be extradited. So their even judicial process is over in UK. Thereafter, we do not know why he is not being sent. There are rumors that he has applied for asylum and therefore he is being, the whole process is delayed. Now, it is not a judicial process as far as Vijay Mallya is concerned in UK. It is a political cum bureaucratic process which is delaying it. Now, Nirav Modi case is going on there and we are hopeful that he would come to India. Similarly, in this case, Mehul Choksi case, I think this will be the faster case, because otherwise the people, like generally they do not go to the Belgium to avoid the arrest. If the person has been arrested by the Belgium, there are very high possibilities that he will be extradited at a very fast pace.
Okay, at the same time, Mr. Karnal Singh, on the matter of asylum, Mehul Choksi's lawyers have also somewhere maintained that this is a political case rather than a case of financial fraud. Now, why exactly they're making that argument, that's best known to his lawyers, but do you think that there could be a chance that a Mehul Choksi could also go down the asylum road, and would that add now further years before the Indian agencies actually get Mehul Choksi in India?
See, let me clarify, even in Vijay Mallya case, that it is a political case was taken in the court. So that issue is not there actually. There are certain other considerations. What is the reason? We are not aware, but particularly this is not the case for Vijay Mallya, that he is able to say there that the political issues are there. It was this issue was also raised in the UK courts and the court has not accepted these arguments. Similarly, in Mehul Choksi, this argument will not be acceptable because there are evidences how he has looted the country, how he has looted the Punjab National Bank, 14,000 crore rupees, of which 6,000 crore of the Mehul Choksi and 8,000 crore of Nirav Modi. This is a huge amount that they have cheated and there are evidences for that. So there is nothing political which can be raised here also.
And at the same time, Mr. Karnal Singh, why is it, do you think, that the agencies have insisted that Mehul Choksi be extradited to India versus him actually cooperating, as his lawyers say, that he wants to cooperate with the agencies via video conferencing? Do you think that the case would have perhaps moved faster in India for the agencies itself had they allowed that option?
See, the interrogation is not done on video conferences, because video conferencing you don't come to know about the face expressions properly of the person, whether the person is telling truth or person is telling lie, and anytime when the person finds difficulty, he can snap the connections. So interrogation is not done on the video conferencing. That is a policy of not only of the India, all investigating agency all over the world. So that is the right stand taken by the Indian agencies.
And at the same time, Mr. Karnal Singh, if Belgium were to now extradite Mehul Choksi to India, would that set a precedent which the Indian agencies could perhaps use before governments of the UK, which continue to hold up the cases of Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi?
See, these are two different countries.
Yes.
Only thing is, we are sure, even in UK, we are sure that the diplomatic process of the government of India will succeed. It may delay, but I certainly feel that we will be successful even bringing Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi to India.
Okay. At the same time, Mr. Karnal Singh, what becomes of the people then who were defrauded in this entire process in the Punjab National Bank case? Because we're talking about 2018 when the revelations took place. Today we're in 2025. So how exactly does that scenario work out, sir?
See, it will be more amount now if we take the interest rate. See, it was 14,000 crore in 2018. And that precisely in January 2018, it was 14,000 crore. Now it will certainly, if we take the interest, it will be more.
And at the same time, Mr. Karnal Singh, how exactly will the agencies or what really becomes the plan of action by the agencies to retrieve the monies?
See, agencies, particularly the Enforcement Directorate, has taken very good efforts, and more than 5,000 crore were attached even during the initial phases itself. See, the problem with these people were they have invested in various countries. From some of the countries, we are able to retrieve the amount back. In some of the countries, the process is going on. So the huge amount the enforcement directorate is able to attach during the investigation process.
All right, Mr. Karnal Singh, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX with